Hello everybody, and welcome back. Land of Riiga, D&D, session 67. We missed a couple of weeks, reasons, but we're back now, and we can all mourn the death of a character. But you'll find out more about that. We have a summary which is going to be given to us by Julius, so I'm going to make all of you guys audible like that. Apparently we have the Illuminati and an aeroplane in the party. But you'll take it away.
Will not change their avatars. God damn you. Okay,
Change your avatars.
Yeah, guys, look at me. I have a perfectly fitting avatar for that person. Anyway. Right, so last session we were basically finishing up the combat on the ship because we were trying to take over a ship run by slavers and some other old acquaintances.
Did you say we? We? Okay, go on.
We were. I said we were. Okay. Past
Well,
tense.
we,
At that point,
okay.
it was still we.
Past we were. Past we, yeah, okay.
Killer. Thanks for the bits.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for the interruption.
Have a cookie.
We're trying to take over the ship, docked in the port. I forgot the name of it because it's been fucking weeks. So
What can you
I
expect
don't-
from a
It's
cell
called
phone
the
server?
Vermeer or something.
Vermeer. Oh yeah.
The Vimera.
It's close to Vermeer. Yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, we're taking over the ship Varmira. We've basically finished the fight, getting rid of all the small pawns and taking down some bigger shots as well, such as the Vermeer women, the mercenary. We also got the holy shit, I forgot all the names somehow. We also
Been a while.
managed to take
Ruhatan.
down Ruhat. No, Ruhat. Oh fuck, Ruhat.
That's what I fucking said.
Not Ruhatan. Ruhatan.
Is that coming back? Have you switched places?
Merides, the Vermeer,
matter.
who you have a name for, and Ruhatan. Yes.
Yeah. I wasn't there when Vermeer revealed her name to the others, so I didn't write it down.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we basically took down everyone. The unfortunate part being that Raten got mortally wounded by Aelmar. So the beginning of the session was basically Aelmar running towards him, grabbing him, and having a quick exchange. The last few words of a dying man being conveyed to Aelmar. Afterwards, we basically were trying to assess what the situation on the ship is, looking over the body count, allocating the prisoners, because I believe we captured 3 people in total. Meridas, the Vermeer, and one guy that we didn't kill for some reason. I don't remember why, but yeah, one loose mercenary is also on
Eber
also
soldier.
captured.
Yep.
Yeah, Eber soldier. Yeah. So yeah, people were going around the quarters on the ship, looting. I believe Aelmar found a chest in one of the like captain's room or something like similar to it, and Sasuke helped him open it. So they spent a while looting it. Meanwhile, Alina was talking to the Vermeer, trying to learn something, but Vermeer was very adamant and only talking to the leader of the group. And yeah, Alina didn't have the charisma nor the leadership to really stand up to her. So it ended up with Aelmar being summoned to talk to her, and after a while, he came to a realization that Vermeer doesn't necessarily hold a grudge against us, nor does she really stand on a specific side in this whole conflict in the town. So she might as well be a valuable asset to our party if we just pay her enough, because she seems to only follow the coin, not any specific rule or morals. So yeah, there has been a deal that has been struck between the party and the Vermeer. Aelmar is supposed to meet the Vermeer like tomorrow, I believe, because we don't want the High Palasar, knowing about this deal, given that he might not take kindly to it. Specifically, he might just throw her in jail or whatever, because he might deem her as useless and just a danger. So yeah, we decided not to tell High Palasar about the deal. We let her escape. So we're only hosting 2 prisoners effectively, Murdas and the Iber soldier. And while they were talking to the Vermeer and looting the place above and whatnot, Azan decided to set out on an adventure in the decks below, because we haven't fully explored the ship when we were taking over, we only dealt with visible dangers and people that we knew were aboard. But there was also a hint of something a bit mysterious, a bit dangerous, a bit eerie even. There was some smell of danger down there in the lowest compartment. And Azan decided to, be the first to discover what the danger is. And Ruha, who spotted him going down to the undiscovered area, or unexplored rather, not undiscovered, took his sweet time informing others about this. So there was a big delay between Azan going down and the rest of the group realizing, hey, he's missing. We need to follow up and see what he's up to. So
best decision I ever made. not coming up, that is.
Well,
keep going.
Your decision is your decision alone. Don't blame it on others.
I feel betrayed, but yeah. Going on, Azan ended up finding a hidden door that we previously knew about. So he just went up to the hidden door and on the lowest floor of the ship, and seeing as there were no other interesting elements in this room, he just pulled what seemed like a handle on the door. But what seemed like a handle turned out to be a trap mechanism, because obviously why would it just simply open if there was a keyhole that he obviously disregarded, and it ended up being an absolute trap. And that is the door to the room closed on the other side.
An absolute trap?
Stop
What does that
interrupting.
mean? Okay.
Yeah, as opposed to just, random random wires sticking out and you just trip. Like that would also be a trap,
Didn't
This is
answer his
like
question.
inescapable.
Keep going.
Okay, so yeah, so the door on the other side closed, and there was a loud thump signifying that some big cage opened, and in that cage turned out to be quite a sizable monster of a swampy origin, some sort of a mutated frog, you could say, at first glance. And Azan, on his own, battled the frog to death. And the death turned out to be on his side, which is not exactly a good thing in this scenario, because he got swallowed by the frog. He got swallowed by the frog at one point, and he didn't make it out of the mouth, which had some acid, some pretty serious and pretty corroding acid. And yeah, he took a bath for a bit too long in the stomachy acids of the creature. So by the time the rest of the party arrived and managed to slay the froggy monster, Azan was already decomposed to an extent, you could say. He certainly wasn't alive anymore. So as it is right now, they just took him out from, or his remainings rather. They took out whatever remained of him out of the monster's mouth, and they also recovered whatever possessions Azan had on himself and laid them next to the corpse. Yeah, and currently, as situation stands, it's time to mourn yet another death. I believe. Yeah.
Never mind.
I think that's it. That's what I remember it ending on.
Okay,
Basically.
thank you. Anyone else want to add anything to that?
Azan died.
Yeah, that's been said.
Azan died.
Well, he said
Yes,
he wasn't alive.
that's been said.
So,
He said he was dead.
no?
Yes, he did.
Did
Is
he?
this any
Yep.
better?
He said, oh my god.
Okay. So,
In a
no,
way.
No, please.
Don't discourage him from talking. We need him.
Fuck. It just keeps getting worse.
No, don't listen to it. It's better.
It's 100%
You don't
better.
sound like you're going to cut out anymore.
So I will add one thing.
Yeah, add up to the chat. Am I right?
The High Palisar is about to arrive. I guess that's the one part.
Well, there are Palisars coming. You don't know whether any of them are high on the job. You'd hope not,
Sure.
but they're approaching. They're on the dock. They are moments away. That is one thing I will add on. So,
Look,
yes.
was now unironically considering buying a Blue Yeti, so like
Oh,
in next week for Virgil with an actual voice you can hear and not want to tear your ears out.
yeah, the important thing is that we can hear you at the moment.
Yeah.
Aylmar, let's get into it.
Okay.
So you've seen people coming who to you look like Palisars. Just as a refresher, it's dark, it's raining. The dock was the nearby dock street area was pretty much cleared because there was like a giant wolf and some fights going on, and no sign of guards at the moment. But at the moment, the only people on the docks are the Palisars, who are
All right.
they're not walking; they're just running.
They're not walking; they're just running.
But wrong way around. They're not running; they're just walking. They are approaching at a regular pace.
All right. I'm going to sort of still in a bit of a haze from the whole Azan thing.
Mhm.
I'm going to come down onto the main deck of the ship.
Mhm.
I want to just open up the door to check on the prisoners before I
Sure.
leave.
This one here.
Yes. I'll step inside. They were still there? Tied up?
They are still there. They are still tied up. You think they're alive?
Are they either of them awake?
They don't look awake. You can do a medicine check if you want to try and discern properly.
Could I just have a quick check? I mean, as I know what a pulse is, could I just feel for Meridaz's pulse?
Yeah, that's a medicine check. It's just really low DC.
Okay.
You can still mess up a pulse, technically. 16? Yeah. Meridaz, you checking both of them or just Meridaz?
I'm checking both of them for both heartbeat and awakeness.
Heartbeat and awakeness. Okay. You are certain that both of them have a heartbeat still. They certainly both seem alive. Awake. They appear to both be unconscious still.
All right. And the bonds are still looking very secure.
You check the bonds, they're still tied. They haven't done
Are
that.
they gagged at all?
I don't remember you guys gagging them. I just remember you binding
I remember
arms
them
and
asking
legs.
I somewhat recall asking them to be gagged, but I don't know if they did it.
I remember them being tied to chairs. That's all I remember.
Okay.
Maybe someone can correct me there.
Yeah, I only remember us tying the chairs.
They're tied
Well,
to chairs.
that's okay. If they're both still unconscious, it's not a huge thing.
You're pretty sure they're unconscious,
Alright.
yeah.
I'll step down. Oh, while I'm under cover,
Yeah.
I will pick up the lantern from this room, because the lantern won't go out in the rain, will it?
No.
Yeah, a torch would. So I'll pick up the lantern just so I have a light source out on deck.
Sure. They have their own light as they come, yes. They are fully armed and armored, so you can't really identify who's who. And one of the ones carrying a light steps forth. and he looks at you and he glances across the deck behind you, and he looks back toward the city, sort of scanning the street briefly. You aren't supposed to be here.
I'm not.
Is the ship secure?
The ship is secure. We lost a man in the hull. The others are still down with the body.
One of yours?
One of ours.
How?
As far as I understand it, he went ahead to scout around and unleash some sort of creature that was set as a trap in the hold. There must be something valuable in the hold, that they would trap it like that.
You haven't checked the hold?
We have checked the hold now. I believe there's only one door we haven't checked behind, which was the door that would link to the trap.
One door.
Yes.
You said the ship was secure.
It is. There's no hostiles.
What's behind the door?
If I was to hazard a guess, I would say slaves.
It
But by the time...
doesn't matter. Move.
Yes. But just so you know, the two alive prisoners, one of the Eva soldiers and Meridas himself, are in the cabin over there.
Meridas was captured?
Meridas was captured alive.
Turns to one of his men who goes and...
If you are familiar with reports of an Eternus working with him, he was killed during the fighting and his body is in state in the captain's cabin. Most of the remaining bodies are either where they fell below decks or are in the fore cabin.
Take your men and go. You're not supposed to be here.
Yes, indeed. All right. I will head down to the others below decks.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Can you just drag me there, because I can't go through 2 decks by myself?
I can't drag you all the way, but I can drag you like that. Just around the corner. There we are. Okay, just as a reminder for you guys down here, there is still the list of Azan's inventory, but for now I'll just assume that you guys are logging it all and you can sort it out when you want to take the time to do so. Elmar, you come down to, honestly, a pretty disturbing sight. This large frog creature, you would probably recognize it as a quite a large Belbuga, has been opened up, and its acidic insides, they're not really damaging the ship. It's not a huge amount of acid, but the smell down here is horrible, and you see Azan's half corroded body.
All right. We need to go. The Palathas want us out of here. We're not meant to be here anymore. Bring Azan's things with you, but I don't think we can carry his body. Where's Ruha?
Why am I
He's
invisible?
over there.
You're in the darkness.
Okay.
You have
We
no
need to
source of
go.
light on you.
I have a sort of light on me, remember? I
Yep.
have my land.
Yeah, I was talking to Reha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys head up. I will follow you very shortly.
Alright.
You guys want to be taken straight to the top?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I
I'd
don't
love to
want
do
to
that
be
anyway.
taken to the top.
Okay. You four bundle up, and I'll drag you all up at once. Right. Do not move.
Like that or more square?
You guys are on
Yep,
the top
spotty.
deck. We'll just follow Aylmar for a bit. I'll give you an actual lantern now that you're alone. Oh, that's not what we want. We want this one. Okay, Aylmar.
Alright. I would like to kneel down next to Azan.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to close his eyes.
There's honestly not much to close.
Really? Okay.
The eyes and eyelids are not exactly intact.
Alright. Is there a covering of some sort, like a canvas or any sort of thing on? Like, was there a bed chamber here?
I
Can I
believe
grab
they.
the sheet off his bed?
I believe they already covered his body.
Did they?
Yes.
Mm.
It's already.
Yeah, Elmar had told us to.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's already wrapped. And there is the door here. The trap door in question. Yep, just there.
This has already been sprung. Hasn't it?
It still looks like a door, which is sort of built to look like part of the wall. It's still closed. It looks, it's just sitting there.
Could I open the door?
There is a handle and there is a keyhole.
I'll try the handle.
Okay. The handle is sort of, rather than being a protruding handle, it's like built into the door, and you kind of put your fingers in and pull it out. You try and it doesn't do anything.
Alright. I'll kneel down in front of Azan, and I will say, "Goodbye, Azan. I'll miss you." And I will pray.
Who are you praying to?
Pseudo, and I will also send up a prayer to Nikana, because we're in his country.
Sure. Is this just a like a
A prayer to both of them, thanking them both for the life that Zan got to lead, and for the friends and the moments we had together, and wishing his soul and whatever remains of him luck and safe travels in whatever journey awaits ahead.
Sure. Give me a religion check with disadvantage.
13.
13. As you pray to both Zudo and Nikana, it's being down here at the bottom of this ship with the half-dissolved body of your friend and the massive, motionless corpse of the monster, the foul smell, the sounds of the waves battering the side of the hull, the door that remains unopened. It's not a nice feeling being down here, especially on your own. You offer prayers as best you can, but your focus constantly drifts to all the things around you. You end up giving what feels like a half-hearted prayer. But at the moment it feels like the best you can muster.
That... Gosh, out of character, that makes me feel like horrific. As someone who's prayed before. But
Yeah.
Terrified or terrific?
Horrific.
Alright. Goodbye, Zahn the Great. And I will leave the ship as well.
Okay.
I want to go past one of the palisades on the way out and tell them that there's a door at the back of the cargo hold that we weren't able to unlock. It looks like a... I'll talk to this one who seems to be like the head honcho palisade here. That we couldn't... it's not unlocked. And that our friend's body is down there too. And I'll tell them we're going.
Okay. Alright. Very well. Take your companions and leave before anyone notices us talking.
Alright.
We will
Good
be
luck
in
with the work.
contact about payment.
Good luck with the work you have to do here tonight. Now let's go back into the city, gentlemen and lady.
Right. And you guys step off the Vimera. One less than when you entered.
Well, technically, since I summoned Amado while we were on board, we're actually at the same number.
No. No, Armada doesn't count. Okay. Back to dockside.
You need sleep, my friends. It's been a horrible day. We should go to the 3 Coins.
You don't mind, or I'd like to go and try and find something I'd like to buy along the way.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning, Satsuka.
It's not that late. The sun was only setting when you came here, so it's more like maybe 9 or 10. But yeah,
Shops open?
nothing's open except for pubs, definitely.
Okay. I completely forgot what time it was.
Yep, it is dark. You guys are out on the street. Everything is wet and slick and dark. And the dock is pretty empty.
Let's go back to 3 Coins. We don't have to go through any gates to get there. So it should be okay.
So you want to go around this way?
Yes.
Sure, okay. Are you guys going at a normal pace, a fast pace, or a careful pace?
Careful, I would say.
Sure thing. Give me stealth checks. If anyone wants it, they can have advantage for the darkness, assuming you guys aren't bringing lights with you.
18.
Oh, 18 as well.
Nice.
Damn.
24.
Damn. That's
Oh
consistent.
no, I was waiting for a 6th roll. Oh no. Okay.
Hey, Yule, are you in the game? Because no, you can't be. Can you roll Azan's stealth? I just want to see what he
I don't have the token anymore. Trejim took the token away from.
I took the token away from you.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have the token.
Just roll 1d20 then, Trajum. Let's just do it for Azan.
See how well he sneaks into the afterlife.
Azan's roll. Oh, I guess he has advantage.
What the fuck that's?
That's an 11 plus whatever his stealth was.
It will be 14.
Independent
I
sees. So,
14. There you go.
Everyone noticed.
Okay, well, decent stealth checks all round. Okay, you guys are heading along the dock. You can use this time to talk, everyone, or you can walk in silence.
You know, with all the things that actually happened to him over the time I've known him, I never thought Azan would actually die. I thought the universe was too kind to people like him. Now I just wish I would have gone down with him. It might have been different otherwise.
Want to do a perception? Any like writing on the walls? Let's say Delph or something.
Since you're not carrying lights and it's nighttime, that's quite hard to.
Okay, fair enough.
Quite hard to tell.
Okay. I'll let the person closest to me, or no, well, I hope it's Satsuka. I'm gonna say,
Sure.
I see some people behind us. It feels like they're following us. I say that quietly to Satsuka.
Mm-hmm. Satsuka, what do you do?
I would try and subtly peek back and see if she sees anything.
Okay. Glancing back, some distance away, you see two people. They're sort of. It looks like they are heading out of the rain, but they're kind of loitering at the same time.
Are they too far away to get like a decent look at them?
Give me a perception check with disadvantage. 7. All you really can tell with your glance back is it's weird that they are still out in the rain, and you know when you see someone at a bench and they're like reading a newspaper, but you get the feeling they're not reading a newspaper. It just feels like that. It feels strange. Like they can easily be indoors by now. It just strikes you as odd. But also you notice they don't have lights on them, which also seems strange. Not too strange, but noticeable. Aside from that, you can't tell anything else. You can't tell what they're wearing, where they're from, anything like that.
I'll whisper back to Ruhu and to Manian. I do see them. I just wouldn't interact with them at all for now. Just keep heading back and see how things go.
Let's divert course.
Alright.
And I'm gonna tell this to Virgil. Tell this to the group. I mean, I'm gonna assume that they can't hear, but I'll still speak fairly quietly and say,
Oh, those guys are like a good, like, 60, 70, 80 feet back. They definitely can't hear you
Okay.
unless they have magic shit.
Yeah. Right, so I'm gonna say, there might be people following us behind us. Let's divert course and not go to the 3 coins.
Yes, that's
Maybe we can
that-
trap them and corner them.
let's go
Okay.
down an alleyway then. Well, a side street.
So I'm going to assume Aelmar's in the lead. What kind of maneuver do you want to pull here?
I want to. There's no sense in going towards the 3 coins. There's no gaps in the wall there. So I'm going to head towards the Castle Institute, looking like I'm going into the lower ward or something, or even all the way around to the Rook. I want to continue past, not going into the neighborhood where the 3 coins is.
Okay, so you're just taking a different route.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right.
But I also want to use a martyr, because she's still here and she has perfect night vision. And for some reason, 1,000 gold pieces.
What?
I'm in her character sheets.
Oh, I don't think she has 1,000 gold pieces. Hang on.
But Trajan, that's what the character sheet says. We could hire the Vermeer for 4,000 years with these.
Yes. And you're not going to. What do
Okay.
you want to do with Amada?
I want to use her to scout those people who are allegedly following us.
Okay.
It's an
So,
hour, it's nighttime.
You
finally.
need to stop moving to see through her eyes, right? So you're just telling her, you're just asking her to keep an eye. You're not actually using her, right?
Not at the moment. Just asking her to keep an eye out.
What if
Sure,
someone
okay.
leads Aylmar?
I don't. I'm pretty sure he just loses control of his body. Don't you?
Oh,
I believe I just use an action to see through her eyes, which means I'm not seeing through my own.
Don't know what you just said.
I don't lose control of my body, but I don't have my own sense of sight. Would make most sense to me.
Oh, yeah. I was already here. Until the okay, so you can do it for like
Chris is
6
telling me with
seconds. Deaf and
regard to her
blind.
own sense.
Yep. So I guess
Or
you would have to just trust that they're leading you. Like, I guess you can still move, but you would be completely oblivious as to. I mean, I guess you could. It doesn't say you can't feel anything, so you'd be able to like hold someone's hand and be led that way or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, deaf and blind, you wouldn't be able to hear anyone. You wouldn't be able to see anything.
That's who could lead me. I'm going to look through Amada's eyes for a few seconds. I shouldn't be gone from my senses for more than about 5 or 6 seconds, hopefully.
Alright. Guess Salt's will grab Ilma's arm and then start walking forward with the others.
I'll swoop Amada down to land on a nearby rooftop and look at those 2 men with her night vision.
Sure. Okay. So as you guys ignore the turn off to the 3 coins, give me a perception check from Amada's point of view, which
Would
because
have
of
advantage normally.
yep, it'll.
Natural 20.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Also give me a stealth check for Amada. With advantage as well.
15.
15. Okay, so landing nearby, somewhere stable where you can get a good look at the people. Through Amada's eyes, you can see quite clearly that they are constantly looking toward your group. So it doesn't look to you like they're just people who are caught out in the rain. It looks to you like they have an interest and your compatriots, they look like they have layers on, which kind of disguises them a little bit, but that's not that unusual given the rain. So it's hard to tell. You don't get a look at their faces. Yeah, 24 is pretty good. You get a glimpse at one of their arms, and they look darker skinned. The other one, you're not so sure. And by the way they are moving and carrying themselves, it looks like they have sidearms on them as well.
Okay. I'll send Armada back up into the air to keep an eye on them and come back to my senses.
Okay.
And I'll relay this information to the party. One of them looks evil, but Armada can't get a decent look at both of them. They're definitely following us. They're definitely making an effort to follow us. They keep whispering and looking forward to us. And they're armed.
Let's just fight them. It's dark outside anyway.
We can't start an open street brawl, not this close to the 3 coins. We could try to lose them.
Or lure them. Let's get a bit away. Let's get closer to the... Well, not too close to the Institute, maybe. Let's go in an alley.
Wait.
2 of us will circle back.
No, that doesn't work.
Not an alley, but a quiet path, you know.
Alright, let's try and find an alleyway we can loop around. I want to try and lose them as opposed to lure them. I don't want to make any more fuss tonight. I just want to go back to the 3 coins and sleep, frankly. I'm in no mood for any of this.
Okay, so you want to try and lose them?
I'd like to try and lose them, but...
Alright.
I also have minor illusion, so I could make this... I'll save this while we're moving. I also have minor illusion. I could make a sound somewhere.
So, if you want to try and lose them, simply by the way you're moving, you could try a survival check to out-navigate them. You could probably even do an intelligence check if you wanted to sort of try and outsmart them with your maneuvers. Can't really do another stealth check since they've already
Yes.
locked on.
Could I try a intelligence check to outmaneuver them? But I can also use a marker in the air to see what their movements are as part of this thing. Like, she can let me know telepathically whether I'm losing them or whether they're still following or not. She can understand that if I explain it to her, which means I don't have to...
Oh, okay. Give me an intelligence check.
Advantage or just normal?
Just normal.
Critical failure.
With a total of
5.
5. Okay. With a plan to try and lose them, you lead your group down the closest alley and a few steps in, you realize, looking ahead, that the alley doesn't go anywhere.
Need intelligence.
Why do we come here?
I am not familiar with this part of town. I must have gotten turned around. Could I exit the alley straight away and keep
Yeah.
walking?
You step back out onto the main street. The two people are closer. It seems like they thought that you kept walking around the corner, but you emerge back out and you see a sort of brief panic in their movements as they like stop and like back up a little and try and look inconspicuous. Not doing a great job at this point now that you're watching them. Do you want to keep heading east or try again to lose them nearby, or what?
I would like to try again to lose them. This time I'm relying on the fact that I panicked them a little bit.
Sure. Okay. So you lead everyone a little further along the road that surrounds the city, and give me another attempt, another intelligence check.
This is ever so slightly better.
You know, whoever designed this part of the city, they must have liked dead ends, because you go to turn down another alley and there's another dead end. Probably goes like 30 or 40 feet before just terminating there.
I mean, doesn't any of us like see that it's a dead end anyway before we go?
You have to walk around the
It's like-
corner before you dead end. Only one person can kind of lead the group.
We can see it, I'm pretty sure.
As soon as I see it's another dead, and I'm just gonna like exit straight away. It's like, nope.
Okay, so slide dip in, dip out again, back onto the main road. Now approaching the Institute, which stands quite tall and imposing in the dark, windows glowing all over it.
All
Are
right.
there people around?
Can we try this maneuver
Around the
one more
Institute, the
time?
entrance to the Institute is down here. You can't see.
Dale, would you
But this
like
time
me
I'm going to
have a
rely
look
on the
around?
fact there might be a bit of activity around the Institute still. And the fact that the side streets around here look denser.
There is almost no one around right now.
Alright. Can I try the maneuver one more time? If
Yeah.
it fails this time, we'll think of something else.
I think Satsuko was offering something.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry,
that's what's going to offer to look around since she can see in the dark better.
Yes, that's not a bad idea, Satsuka.
Okay, Satsuko, you can momentarily take the lead and give me an intelligence check.
19.
Hey!
19. Satsuko rolls up her sleeves, or down, or whatever. Okay, taking the lead, peering it ahead, focusing on the path in front of you. Satsuko, you remember there was a dense cluster of housing up ahead to the right, and you lead everyone down into there, and you quickly discover that this is a substantial urban labyrinth. And you guys dive in and try and lose them. After only a minute of twisting through these houses with the Institute looming overhead the whole time, Armada informs you, Elmar, that they seem to have lost you.
Does she know where they are? So could we now try and head back to the 3 coins while avoiding that path?
Using that knowledge, you can head back and avoid them.
Well, that was a bit of fun, wasn't it, party?
No.
I would rather not be wet.
You know, completely fair. I like the idea that Almar's using that shield spell I've never used in combat as an umbrella.
Don't think that
Everybody else is getting
works.
soaked.
Alas. What's the DC against drain?
To not get hit by a single raindrop?
30.
Yeah.
Very high. I don't even know if it can be achieved just by movement alone. It's like, what's the DC to dive into water but not get wet? I don't think that's how it works. I mean, it depends on the density of the rain, of course. But this rain is quite dense. Okay, and you guys rock up into the neighborhood of the 3 coins. Having made it, and you don't see anyone following you.
Okay, can I take a good look to see if anyone's...
Alright, before you approach the 3 coins itself, anyone who wants to have a look around can make another perception check. Unless you have dark vision, it's disadvantage.
I'll make a perception check.
Sure.
I'll use a martyr for mine. That's a natural 20.
Give me a total. I don't care about crits.
24.
What do you think this is? 24, nice.
D&D?
D&D crits on skill checks don't matter. It's only attacks. And death saves. Yes, a lot of people like to homebrew that though.
The first game I played, a natural 20 on a skill check always succeeded.
Yeah, it's pretty common for people to do that. Especially if the game is, I guess, a little less serious. Not serious, like more fantastical.
Our game is a little less serious, but we had Azan in our party for 67 sessions.
Yes, and he died.
I like the idea of you having a secret lair where you just cook up plans to kill Azan this week.
I don't need to.
I like the idea that Massive Frog was like your last resort.
He wasn't supposed to fight the frog. Why did he fight the frog? It wasn't me. That was all him. You guys knew there was something there. Anyway. Okay, what did we get? 12, 18, 24. You don't see anybody suspicious.
All right, let's go into the 3 coins. I want to get out of these wet clothes.
All right.
Join you all in a moment.
Sorry?
Satsuko saying, I'll join you all in a moment. Whenever Elmar says, let's head into the 3 coins.
All right.
I'll hold back.
I'm going to take you all to the map. One sec.
I'm going to remind everyone that we're named Firebolt.
I did not take that name.
Here we are. You're on the wrong side of the street. You're all over here. Since it's not too late at night, the 3 coins does in fact have a light.
If everyone else, if that's holding back, I'll hold back to go in last before her, just to check if she's okay.
All right. Whoever wants to go in can go in at their own pace.
Okay.
Firebolt.
Yeah, this guy knows you. You're fine.
Oh wait, I take off the beast's. Wait, no, I keep the beast's mask on, but give a nod. Yes.
I thought you already took it off when you talked with the Vermeer.
Right.
Yeah, it's
I
off.
did, but then I put it back on when I went downstairs. You know, we'll just say we had it off. We'll just say we had it.
Sure. You can't see shit with the beast
I'm
mask
sure
on,
he
by the way.
recognizes me anyways. I'm sure.
Satsuko, why are you staying out here? Are you okay?
Yeah, I was just wanting to stay outside for a bit to say a prayer for Azan.
Yes, I tried praying down in that hulk of a ship, but it's not exactly the most conducive environment for religion.
Yeah, especially with all that happened down there.
I'll step forward and nearly go into history because just in that second while I'm alone and outside, I'll send up a very quick and brief prayer to Azan, to Zudo this time. Like a sentence long. Guidance.
Okay. I think you said that you want to try another prayer for Azan. Another quick one.
Sorry. I'll leave Satsuka alone to do her praying, but just since I don't feel comfortable with how well the prayer and the hold went, I'll send up just a really quick one-line prayer before I step inside. Just
A
look up at
one-liner.
the clouds and say, give him guidance wherever he is.
Okay, give me another check.
No disadvantage this time?
Nope.
A 10.
A 10. There's something about letting rain fall on your face in a moment like this. It definitely feels more of a catharsis than that heavy, oppressive uneasiness of the lower deck of the Vamira.
Alright.
You
I'll
feel
head
great.
inside. And
Okay.
I'm go straight downstairs to my quarters.
Okay.
I've had my meal.
I'll get to you guys. I'm just doing Satsuka first. Satsuka.
Satsuka comes over here to sit underneath this tray since it's raining.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to say a prayer for Azan's ancestors and the lesser spirits throughout this land to guide him into the afterlife.
Sure. Go on to his prayer. Give me a religion check.
Just normal?
Yeah.
19.
19. Surrounded by the spirits of the land, the tree overhead, the earth beneath your feet, the sky and rain overhead, you offer a prayer. You close your eyes and you feel your connection with the spirits of the land. And when you open them, a familiar figure stands before you, cloaked in the rain, with a bird perched upon the shoulder. You're hard to catch alone.
As of late, because of a few things that have happened recently, the rest of them are trying not to keep each other out of their sight.
It seems that didn't do your friend so well.
Mm-hmm. He had a tendency to try and run off on his own.
Tell me, since our last talk was interrupted and the circumstances not ideal, Auburn sent you, yes?
Yes, he did.
Interesting. Tell me. If you would, to whom or what are you loyal?
So recently, I'm not quite sure anymore.
I find your answer lacking, yet honest. Show me your corruption.
Where? It's on her arm, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. She'll take off her, I think it was her right gauntlet, and show the corruption marks on her hand.
She takes hold of it and kind of under the semi-shelter of the tree has a look. Is this the same hand that's missing a finger?
Yep, and the one that has a burn scar on the arm.
You have made some mistakes. Do you want what I offer?
Well, what is it that you offer?
You can see her mouth sort of twists into a smile. The way you fight. Temenian Shinobi. Yes?
Yes.
Usually, when one of yours ends up this far west, it is because they were hired to do so. A hired killer. Yet you don't strike me as one invested in the intricacies of local politics.
Not of Benedis, no.
There are those back at your home that you want to take the lives of?
Well, not that I want to take the lives of, but those that I was loyal to back home.
Then tell me, why train to become a killer if you don't want to kill?
I suppose whenever I first learned of shinobis from my mother, they were much more portrayed much more nobly from the stories told about them. Shinobis that have stopped attempts on, I guess the closest word in Benevis would be Emperor, stopped attempts on the Emperor's life before, that have killed enemies of the Emperor.
So, you are a hunter of the hunter.
Yes, that would be the best way to describe it.
You just realized that she was holding onto your hand this whole time. And she lets go. Then, I wish you all the best on your hunt. You're going to need it.
Thank you. So let's go. I'll just put her gauntlet back on now.
All right.
And shall we just go ahead and head inside now?
Okay. Those inside. Is anybody lingering on the upper floor?
I think me,
Sure, yeah.
and I would like to know what these two guys are, judging from their appearance.
Sure. Whoever's going downstairs, I'll just put you guys down. So that's Aylmar. Who else is going down?
Me too.
Alina. Yep. The other three are staying up for a bit.
I'm staying up.
Okay, let's do top floor first. Then I'll get to you guys down there. If your character wants to go straight to bed, I suppose you can do that. Otherwise,
I want to do
yeah.
down here. I'm just letting you know because I do have things I'm going to do down here before I sleep.
Yeah, then I'll get to you shortly. Okay, Caleb, Riiga, and Satsuka. You come in. It's cozy in here. It's keeping out the rain. It's definitely warmer than it is outside. You can use this little space here to sort of take off your rain-covered cloak and shake it off a bit before you step into the tavern proper. And coming in, Arndarth at the counter recognizes you and gives you a wave. You can see a few patrons here tonight. Caleb, are you sitting at the bar or are you just walking through?
Walking through.
Okay, and you want to look at those two guys by the window?
Yes, upon entering, I was meaning to take a look at the people before making too much of a fuss coming in.
Sure, okay. You guys give me perception checks.
10.
18.
10 and 18.
Before I shake myself around and stuff.
Sure. Caleb, as you look over at them walking past, you think you've seen them around this area. You know that there is a group of what seems to be sort of somewhere between a mercenary and maybe a ruffian that uses the table outside. It looks like those guys to you. They're not really embroiled in a conversation. They're just kind of sitting there and enjoying some drinks each. Riiga, same to you. Just a couple guys enjoying the drinks.
Why did you say it like that? Okay.
That's just my voice.
Okay. I will come in. Just go down.
Sure.
Is this their child?
Their child, as in Arndarth's child, seems to be the case. Sure. There isn't a creepy girl standing behind him that he hasn't seen yet.
Alright. Like, is there a hot drink? Do they serve hot drinks here? Maybe like tea or something?
Are you asking for a hot drink?
Do you have any tea here?
Oh, tea. Oh, you look a bit roughed up. I got no tea, but I could heat up some wine for you. Will that suffice?
Heat up some wine? What the fuck? That's fine.
All right. Give me just a moment.
That's not a thing, right? I don't think...
Warm wine?
Warm wine is a very popular drink.
Yeah, what's wrong with a warm wine?
What do
Are you fucking serious? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yes, It's been extremely popular
gaslight
in
me.
medieval times, especially. But like even nowadays, like it's there's a whole drink that has a name.
It's called warm wine.
What?
Mulled wine.
Yeah, it's this. Yeah, mulled
Okay.
wine. Yeah, exactly. Its name.
Okay, it's a copper for the mug.
Yeah, I'll give one.
Mm-hmm. And
Fucking what?
he gives you a mug of warmed wine. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Riiga hasn't tried it before. It's probably not a thing where he's from. And it's not expensive wine, it's like cheap wine. But holding that mug that just emanates warmth is just the most comforting feeling after what's happened tonight.
Yeah, plus I'm a child. I don't know anything about drinks, probably. Alright, anyway.
At your
So I'm
age, you
gonna-
would have easily had plenty to drink.
Oh shit. Jesus. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take this down to my room. That's it for me up here.
Sure. Satsuki, you can come in whenever you like.
Alright.
Caleb? You are... Oh, you're waiting for Satsuki now.
I guess that's just not gonna get anything to drink or eat.
What do you want to get?
Oh, I said she's just not gonna get anything to
Oh,
drink or
you're
eat.
not
She's just gonna head straight to bed.
Sure.
You straight to bed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come.
Alright. In that case, I'll go down to the guys who went downstairs first. Aylmar and Alina. I think you're muted.
Yeah, you are muted.
Okay, I am muted. I'm just going to step inside this bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any claimed ones, by the way? Because Alma would respect anyone who's claimed a bedroom.
I don't think so.
Guess not.
All right. In which case, Alma will step into one that only has room for one person, because he doesn't really feel like talking to any of the others. So this one.
They all have space for two.
This one's a double bed.
Yeah. It's actually two beds pushed together, but yeah.
Okay. In which case, he'd feel bad taking the big room. He'll just step into this one for now.
Sure.
I'm just going to take off. I'm just going to take off my wet clothing.
Mm-hmm.
And sit down on this side of the bed and just sort of think about what's been going on today.
Yeah.
While I'm here, I'd like to look at the armor I got from the Vimera, the studded leather armor.
Yeah.
Because you said that needed further investigating.
Is this an attempt at identifying it?
This is an attempt at identifying.
Alright, let's see. Hide armor?
Studded leather, you said.
Ah, yes, there it is. Okay. What did we do to identify?
I believe they were intelligence rolls, but I could be wrong.
That sounds right. Let's do that.
14.
14. This looks like a well-made set of studded leather. It is a +1 set.
Okay.
Keeping the door open, by the way?
I would have closed the door.
Alright. So you can change that to a +1 set of studded leather.
Yeah, I'll drag it over from the...
Mm-hmm. And that takes
10 minutes or so.
10 minutes? I don't remember. Sounds right. Anything else you want to look at before you hit the hay?
I would like to... Actually, while I think of it, after I finish identifying the armor, I should go over and knock on Hennick's door.
Oh. I guess you need a door open for that.
Yes. Say good evening to bouncy guy whose name I always forget.
Saren.
I'll say good evening, Saren, and I'll step into Hennick's room. Hennick,
Ah, you're back. How did it go?
Ra'atin is dead.
Oh.
It was. I didn't expect it to end like that either. But more important than that, my reconnaissance of Ra'atin resulted in me ironically meeting up with the party again and invading one of the mayor's boats that Meridas was stationed on.
One of the mayor's...
So,
does the
Zamira.
Palisar know?
Yes, he was the one who sent us there. Palisars now have control of the vessel.
Ah, I see.
I got the sending stone back. So I've been in communication with him.
Very well.
But more importantly than that, whilst we were investigating the boat, after we secured it, Azan tripped a trap in the hold and was killed. So we do come back one member lighter. I don't know if I've quite processed it yet, I'm afraid.
Did you say Azan is dead?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
As am I. But there's nothing to be sorry for. But
that's rather a shame. I quite liked him.
as did I. I hated him when I first met, to tell you the truth, but I did grow to quite like him.
Is he buried? Where is he?
He's still on the bottom deck of the Vamira. He was attacked in a way that was not kind to his body. He was eaten away at by acid. We just left him there. Actually, I know Hennick would know the name of the creature, so I'll actually let him know what it was he said that I recognized it as. He was attacked by one of those things.
Oh no. It sounds like quite a large one. By your description.
Biggest I've ever seen.
What an awful trap.
Yes. Meridas Meridas was captured, so we've left him in the custody of the Palisars.
Well, at least his reign has come to an end. It's something to celebrate, at least.
I think so.
Very good.
I just wanted to let you know before I went to sleep.
Yes, you look awfully tired. Please.
Yes.
Don't let me keep you. Rest.
Yes. I apologize for leaving you the way I did last night.
Oh, I'm used to it by now. Quite all right.
All right. Sleep well when you do. If any of the others come in, let me know where I went.
Very well. Alina, what are you doing while that happens?
Well, all that happens, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you can get a chance to talk to Aelmar if you want.
Yeah, you can talk to me.
He seems like he needs some time to himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's been through a lot today.
Almar works very much like I work in a crisis. I can keep going provided I have things to do, and the second I run out of things to do, then the emotions hit me.
True that.
Just let him
Alina, what you doing?
untangle himself. Well, I was gonna get a look at the guard here, Seven or whatever his name
Saren.
is. Yeah.
Yes.
Does he look all right?
Looks fine.
Yeah. Healthy? Well?
I mean, doesn't look sick.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Then I was gonna. How many of there are again?
There are plenty of beds, especially now.
I'm just calculating.
You actually can have a room each if you want.
This room last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
claim this room. You know, try to dry out my clothes.
Sure.
And I have a book.
Yes.
Beginner's Guide to Alchemy.
Whose
Wonderful little
guide?
thing. Huh?
Whose guide?
Oh, beginners.
Beginner's guide. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I thought I'd try to read that, you know? Try to learn something from it.
Sure. Are you proficient in alchemy?
No,
Do you have alchemy tools?
not the slightest. I don't have anything alchemy-wise.
Are you hoping for proficiency, or are you just sort of doing some reading for the sake of it?
Probably trying to learn how to do alchemy, yeah. It's a beginner's guide, isn't it? I'm sure without the
is.
tools it'll be like harder to learn from it, but
I don't have a specific system for learning tool proficiency, but I would say that generally speaking, it's something that takes, at least like a year of study. So certainly a book like this would help with that, or even make it possible. You need money. You need the alchemy kit, and you'd need time.
right.
So you can start reading it now, but you won't get any like noticeable stat benefit until you do this for like hundreds of days. It's a time skip kind of thing usually.
Yeah. I also wanted to make sure I still have that ring on me.
Okay. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Because we stayed at the camp back there, didn't we?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's still on you. Yep.
Alrighty. Good. Then everything's right.
All right. More people coming downstairs. Ruha, Satsuka, Caleb.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are all downstairs.
Are we? Oh my god, we are. Okay.
You are. Yes.
I'm just gonna get a little roomsies. Roomsies to be alone. Get a little roomsies here.
There are 5 rooms
That's
and
the
5
room.
party members.
Was this the really shit room?
That's the one with the leak. Yeah. It's not on the
Awesome, I
beds.
don't
It's just
think-
on the floor.
I'm not going in there.
Actually, this one has a leak as well, by the looks of it.
Oh my fuck.
You're getting what you're paying for.
Shit. Are these doors closed? Cause inside.
Yes, there are people inside.
Shit, what the fuck? We don't own this place? Oh my god.
No.
Alright. Yeah, okay. I guess it's not that bad. I'm going in here. Close the door.
Sure.
I have
Everyone's
some
got their
plans.
own room. All right, let's do bedtime rituals one by one. I'll go clockwise. Satsuka.
Well, I actually just want to check something first.
Yeah.
When I did that prayer for his own, did it feel like the spirits around were just welcoming him in, like things were gonna be fine for him, or is it a feeling of dread?
There was certainly no bad feeling.
Okay. Then that's so. We'll just go ahead and go to sleep until Elmore tomorrow.
Sure. Riha?
Yo, so first of all, I'm gonna drop a little carrot in my wine, my warmed wine, and then get to work on the thing that I've been carving for months in real life, like 3 days in game.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Let's have a look
Trey,
at
when is this
your.
gonna be done? It's so small, Trey.
We're just looking now. You've done.
All right.
This is the 6th one.
6? What the fuck?
I see 5. Oh no, that's the second. Wait, the first carving or the second carving?
The first carving is long gone. It's lost.
Okay, this is the second one. You've only done 3, and 2 of the rolls were horrible.
Yes, but it's.
Okay, well,
Can
you make another dex check.
Alright. What the fuck? Why is everything so hard to press? Okay. 14 dexterity.
14? Alright, what's your total now? So 14, 11, 5, 2. That is more than enough. Okay, an hour of working away on this one, using it as an excuse to sort of occupy your mind. You finish it.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay.
No, he doesn't.
No, he does not do any of those things. Alright.
He doesn't do what you're thinking.
I'm gonna actually. Alright, it's ready now.
It's ready.
I'm gonna go. Yeah.
It's like midnight by now. Like it's a little late, but yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, if no one else has anything to do, I'll go. If you want to kill him now, you do.
Caleb,
Yes.
is there anything that Caleb would like to do before he goes to sleep?
I think I brought Azan's stuff with me, right?
Yes, you have
I
it.
would like to, I would like to organize those stuff into like piles, like coins, a pile, weapons, and then his personal stuff, and then
Yep.
leave it in a corner.
Okay. You spend an hour going through, counting everything, checking the condition of everything.
Crying, maybe? Question mark.
Yeah, a little bit of crying. Is there anything in that pile that you want to add to your inventory now?
Good point.
Just for reference, here is the list. The coins, 8 silver, 4 gold.
Let's see. 8 silver, 4 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just take my 2 gold.
Okay. You take your 2 gold. So there's 2 gold on the body. Well, on the pile.
On the pile.
Alright.
Yeah,
Anything else?
I think that. Why does he have a longbow?
Good question. You'll never know.
The address I will leave for Elmar. Push a force assistant.
Yep.
No, not really.
Alright. Then that's what Caleb does before sleep. Okay. Riiga? What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna knock on not Satsuka's door. Whichever one it is.
Yep. Satsuka, there's a knock on your door.
Satsuka.
She'll open the door. Yes, Ruval?
I brought something. I want to show you it.
Okay. So I'll step back so Ruval can come in.
I was gonna. Oh, fine. I was gonna pull out this little thing in wood. This is how it looks. Okay. Let me just put this. But this isn't wood. This is not a carrot. Just a disclaimer.
Trade Jump, there's a bot in the chat.
Oh no.
Nice.
Undefined trade. How dare.
Undefined trade.
Sorry. You guys keep going, I'll deal with that.
That's what you get for using JavaScript. Okay. Sotsuka, I made this for you.
That's gonna like tilts our head confused. What is it?
That is what I call a shinobi prosthetic. A fitting fang for a 9-fingered raccoon fox.
Give me a moment.
Oh, fuck.
You actually broke Daz.
I knew this was coming, but I didn't want to accept that it was coming.
It is no mere replacement for your lost finger. Come to me if you want any shinobi tools fitted to it.
"19 wisdom."
Riiga becomes an NPC.
God, it's hard to like talk without laughing right now. Out of character, I want to kill Ruha. Sotsuka assassinates Ruha on the spot.
Sotsuka takes her first political kill.
It will be execution.
Maybe execution.
I see. Thank you, Ruha, but I don't really see how it'll stay in place. 19 wisdom.
Sorry.
What?
You can just wrap it around, use string, whatever. You can use anything. I mean, you wear a glove, right? So, it's always flopping around. I notice. This will make it look sturdy.
That would work, I suppose.
Also,
We'll
I
just
could
fit-
install a carrot slice dispenser.
No, I don't think that'll be necessary, Ruha.
Very well.
Also, we'll just go ahead and fit it into your gauntlet and see how it works.
How many joints did you make, T?
Oh, stranger. It just looks just like that. It's a stub.
Okay. So Sasuke's finger is like it's a stub as well.
That's what
So
you
there's
mean.
like a middle piece missing.
Yeah, I mean, I would have known how the lost finger looks probably. So I was gonna
So
move that.
if it's more than one joint, is it like bent or is it straight?
Okay, so ideally,
Yeah.
I would want this thing to be like in separate pieces with a string going through the middle so that it can like actually flex around.
That's
I don't know if I
nothing
did that.
like the picture you just
Yeah, it's
provided.
just stuff. So not that. Let's say it flexes down a little so that it looks natural and not like fucking huge things.
I'm looking for the message you gave me for the description. Did you message it to
Oh
me?
no! Don't look. Don't look, Trey.
No, I'm gonna look. Where is it?
I'm also curious.
Oh, there is pretty much no description. Okay, here's the message link tree.
What did that? It took me to the climate map of. Oh, there it is.
That's not...
Okay, well, based on the picture you sent and the sore lack of any detail and description, and the fact that you probably haven't examined Satsuka's fingers at length, it can be inserted into a glove or gauntlet. It would still flop, but it flops like as one piece instead of. It's gone from boneless to boned.
Well, we can wrap it around. We can wrap it around. I mean, hey, you know. That's what ideally would happen. It will be stuck to the finger. A lost finger. Is that a no?
You're asking me?
It's like. Do you want to wrap it with something first? Maybe. Anyway, you'll figure that out. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah, let's try and figure that out in the morning.
Right.
This is a table right here, right?
I have a. It's like a low shelf unit.
Okay.
You're doing this after exit, right? After I'm gone.
Yeah. She'll just set it there with something to keep it in place so it doesn't get lost.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll just put it in the gauntlet and then set the gauntlet there.
Sure. Okay. Alright. Glad that's over. Is everyone going to sleep now?
I'm so sorry.
You're not.
You should be.
That was that was terrible. Okay. I've lost all will to do anything now. I just don't want. I killed the wrong person.
You really did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, can I launch firecrackers from my finger now?
This could have never happened, Trey. All you had to do was just one little move.
I mean, you had too much wisdom to go down there alone. Even though you literally went down there alone. Okay, anyway. Everyone is going to sleep. Rotate your token to the side if you're going to sleep. I'll be back in just a minute. And when I get back, I sure hope they're all rotated.
You know what, T? I need you to make it launch kunai so I can kill you with it.
Okay.
You wouldn't do that.
Actually, now that I think about it, guys, the most insulting thing was that when Azan died in that his token wasn't askew anymore.
That hurts. You know what? I'm gonna make my token askew. I must continue his legacy. Gone but not forgotten.
He's now skewed in heaven.
I believe it.
I stand with Azan. Stand skewed.
You're not corrupted. You
Limbs.
can't be askewed.
All right, just this once, I'll make Almar askew.
All the tokens will be askew as they sleep. They're all dreaming of Azan.
Come on, Caleb. Come on, Ruha. Let's make it a united effort to remember him by.
This is his master
No.
revolution. His master wish.
Yeah.
Lena, I see you're not as cute. Am I going to come in there and do something about that?
Using your newly installed Shinobi prosthetic.
We have to launch a firecracker at you.
Shinobi prosthetic is a bit too generous.
You can't say that. You're not even here.
This is
The
not
moment-
fucking Sekiro, okay? This is not fucking Sekiro.
That's like
The moment
Is
I
it
lost
not?
that finger, this was my fear from the start that Ruha would do this.
it's like giving a piece of like a plank to a man with one leg and saying it's a prosthetic.
It does seem massively insensitive.
I was so hopeful for so long that, hey, maybe it's just the demon telling him to make like a doll of Garukavar or something. No, it was much worse.
Oh, anyway,
The voices told him so.
all right. We all know sleep sequences are really fun, so give me a sec.
Mm.
I can't believe this. Lena and Caleb didn't tilt.
What?
We'll believe it.
Believe it.
Believe it.
Oh wait. Give Tristan feedback.
Don't give me feedback. I want it.
Hmm. Interesting.
Satsuka was my best friend. I was an outcast. Okay. No one watches dubbed.
Excuse me. Okay. So, Ruha. You open your eyes. You are standing in the sparse, hilly grasslands of Skarkan. Everything is yellow, dry grass with the occasional dry, withered tree as far as you can see. Not unusual for where you came from. You are standing. You're out of breath, as though you've just ran here. And your own voice is different. You're a child. The sky is blue and endless, and the sun is beating down on you. And your face is wet. What do you do?
I Is it sparse everywhere? Is there any house? Is there any structure?
You begin to turn on the spot, and standing nearby is your older brother. Ruha, I'm lost. Where are we?
We're home.
He starts to look around as well. He looks a little worried. Only a few years older than you. I don't see our house.
Well, let's keep walking.
Okay. Which way do you want to head?
I'll head up a hill to get a good vantage point.
Okay. You begin to walk uphill. The area you're in right now it's quite hilly. You definitely can't see the horizon. But it's all very easygoing hills. And you begin the trek up the one that you're currently standing on the side of. Ruha, wait!
What?
You look back, having only gone a few steps, and Jansu he's like 40, 50 feet away now. I can't see home.
Okay. Come with me. We'll look around.
He
What is he doing?
walks towards you, but doesn't get any closer. Ruha, where are you going?
I'll walk toward him. Is he blind?
He's looking at you. He's walking towards you. You walk toward him. The distance between you increases. Ruha, I'm lost.
Alright, I'm coming. And then I'm gonna hold his arm.
You're like 50, 60 feet away now. The distance is only increasing.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna stop walking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's still
So when I
walking
walk
towards
on the
you.
ground... He's still walking.
Hmm?
When he walks, the distance doesn't change, right? Does it get farther?
It's hard to tell.
Okay. Stop where you are. I'm gonna come to you.
Ruha! Where are you going? Wait! He starts running
God.
towards you. The distance only increases.
Alright.
80, 90 feet.
Alright, so I guess the ground is a fucking thing. Okay. Can I fly over to him or something? Because it seems like the ground is not good.
How do you want to fly?
Can I just jump and fly? Is that a thing I can do?
You
Just like grow wings?
you jump, and as soon as you do, you're hit with an intense sense of vertigo, as though the world is now a million miles away and you're just tumbling in nothingness. In a panic, you look down at the ground, and the ground moves under behind you, and then over the top of you, and then under you, and then over you, and then under you.
Jesus.
Ruha, where are you going? Wait! Where is home?
I don't know.
His voice is distant now. Ruha!
Okay. Okay, can I? I don't want to turn. Can I turn into an animal to fix this? Okay.
What do you want to turn
Hamsters are
into?
good with hamster wheels. I'm turn into a. I'm gonna turn into a wolf, not a dire wolf,
Okay.
if I can.
You're still tumbling in the air. You turn into a wolf, and immediately, vroom, you're down in the grass, and you get up. You're on all fours. And just looking ahead, not even moving yet, there's no sign of Jansu. And you hear this noise that immediately takes you back to your childhood. The sound of trinkets blowing in the wind, just lightly tinkling against each other. And you turn to the noise instinctively, and your house is right there.
So the totem is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll go and take a look at the totem and see if my father's is there.
You stalking your way through the grass, lithe and sleek. You head toward the totem. And no, you've made a mistake somehow. This isn't a totem. It's a figure, but it's not Jansu.
Alright. As a wolf, I will speak to it and say, "Who are you?"
The figure, a man, broad man, turns to you. And you see your father's face, twisted, irate with fury. And he raises his wood-cutting axe above his head.
Gee. I'll
And he
dodge out of the way if I can.
swings it down toward you, and with wolf-like agility, you leap to the side to try and avoid it.
Mm-hmm. Still get a look
And
at it.
as you leap, you feel
Oh,
all the grass whip past you, the sound of air shifting with your great agility. And that sound sucks all the light from your vision. And you're staring at the dingy, leaky roof of one of the underground rooms into 3 coins in the dark.
okay.
Let's have a break.
Is everything alright? Normal mode.
We'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. Have fun.
Always fun.
I like the descriptions with the physics.
I wonder what Jantu's up to these days.
these days, haven't we like last met with him a week ago? I don't.
It's less than a week ago.
This
You know,
maybe more. Okay.
definitely not weeks ago in game.
I have a theory. I think this nightmare was because Ruha's father knew what Ruha did, what he carved, and he had to get his revenge. You disgraced your
I mean, it was
father
a
for the
woman.
last time. Exactly.
So I made him proud. That's why he like
You have
tried to
you
cut
have
me
grew
like a
your last
woodcutter.
hair, Ruha.
Oh.
You should have tried changing into a tree.
I have I should have tried joining into the shinobi prosthetic. Maybe that would have given me inspiration.
Inspiration is not like that's not.
Not the skill, damn it.
It's situational in this campaign. Anyway, PRB.
Wow.
Yeah, BRB.
Treadmill was the word. So sad. So sad.
So sad.
So Sid.
Sad. Very sad.
Extremely sad. Said
Sadly sad.
mm-hmm.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
There's a bird.
I roll Twitter.
Wow. Wow. Mm-hmm. Can't believe we're gonna have a Ruha arc.
We're having a Ruha arc.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't his Ruha arc in the North Village mine?
You think these arcs start and stop? No, this is all twisted together.
This is why I killed the person involved in my arc. Look at that, nice and neat.
Trajan brings back characters from my past. Kill. Kill, 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 kill.
Actually, my jerk of a brother shows up.
Well, yes, there's that.
Man, imagine having characters come back from your past.
Imagine. Imagine.
Yeah. Imagine.
Imagine.
I can only imagine, yes.
Wenn Aktien.
It's
Yeah.
just been lucky she hasn't had characters come up from her past.
Yeah, and actually, no, you just have that finger.
Yeah. I mean, no characters coming up just means it's all building up for later.
Man.
Man.
You know, actually, I think this finger is worse than a character coming up from my past. Because now I have to live with it.
Yeah.
No.
Unless you
it's a
die.
gift.
At the very least, we can say that Ruha meant well.
Did he?
No.
Oh, welcome back. Did you say you liked the Riiga physics engine?
Yeah.
Wait, we have a
Me-
Riiga physics engine?
I mean, as I was putting down the headset, I had heard he say he liked the description of the physics. Or something like that.
Yeah.
D&D physics engine?
Ooh, that's crazy.
Easy talk.
Yeah.
Man. Can't wait to not meet Yule's new character in this session.
Yep. For about to meet them in 2 days, it's gonna be 2 months.
Okay, we're
2
back.
months?
Looks like it. Well then, I'll get back to you, T. The night is not done.
Oh boy.
There are concurrent events.
Joy.
Does someone blow up?
I feel like I'm going to be assassinated.
Caleb,
Shit.
you open your eyes.
And then please go on.
Just turning that up. That's very quiet.
Yeah. I was preparing to open a pack of chips too. I'll
Chips
guess.
are gonna have to
I'll guess
wait.
that pack. Yeah, I'll guess they have to wait.
Actually, maybe this song is better. Give me 1 sec. This may be loud if you just turned it up.
Oh, this is not good.
Okay, this'll do just fine. Caleb, you open your eyes to blinding light. You take a moment to adjust your vision. It's daylight reflecting off snow. Everything is black and white. White snow, black rocks, black trees. You're in a frozen woodland, familiar to you, and you remember where you are. And sure enough, you have a small makeshift bow in your hand. You are younger. And up right beside you, creeping quietly, is the one you looked up to as your older brother, also with a bow. His gaze is fixed ahead of the direction you are facing. You can see what he was looking at. A short distance away, there is a deer, oblivious, peaceful. But you have to wait. Caleb.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Just like I showed you. What do you do?
I'll draw the bow.
Mm-hmm.
So wait a minute. Out of character is. Never mind.
You don't need to make an attack roll.
Okay, never mind. B.
You're attacking the deer with a bow. Okay. Taking a breath of the frosty air, you carefully nook an arrow, draw it back, and hold it up in place, pointing it at the deer, ready to attempt a clean shot. As you let the breath out, your exhalation steams in front of your face, and with it, a sudden bluster of winter wind sweeps across the woodland you're in, kicking up a froth of snow that obscures everything. The froth settles. A moment later, the woods are different. I think it's this way. Caleb, come on.
I'll follow you.
You turn to look, and you see your older brother figure trudging through thick snow. He has something wrapped up in cloth on his back. It's stained red and shining and collecting snow across the back of the textile. The snow is deep and the cold is biting. And you trudge along behind him. I think it's down here, wasn't it? No.
What was that?
Our camp. Caleb. Where's our camp? Which way was it?
Do I know?
You can make a survival check.
Yes, I'll do that. Hang on. Survival.
$15. You see a frozen creek nearby that you recognize. Your camp should be upstream from it.
I think the camp is upstream. I know this place, I think.
Upstream. Oh, there's the water. You have better eyes than me. All right, let's go. And as he logs the game on his back, heads toward the stream, and you follow him, and everything is deathly quiet. The snow strangling every sound you make with its innocent softness. A short while of following the stream. Did we take a wrong turn? This doesn't look right. Are you sure this is our stream? Where's our camp? Caleb?
I don't know. Can I do a survival check to see where, like, if Caleb noticed where they are?
Yeah, you can try again, yep. Make another check. No advantage.
God damn it.
13.
13.
Yeah. You were pretty certain before, but you're not so certain now. It could still be the right stream, but there is a little worm of doubt in the back of your mind. You could look for another stream, or you could follow this one and hope you're right. Well, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking we follow this stream down a bit and pick up some wood. If we can't find our camp, then we have to make a fire.
He sort of laughs gently, thinking ahead. Good. Oh, this thing's heavy. Oh, all right. We'll follow it a bit further. Just up past these rocks here. And the pair of you continue to trudge through the frozen, mountainous woods of northern Arcane. And sure enough, you come around some rocks as the frozen stream takes a bend. And hidden snug between some winter brambles and a fallen tree, you see your small makeshift shelter that the two of you have been staying in.
There it is.
Finally, all right. Good work, Caleb. Knew I could count on you. And the pair of you trudge up to your home, and he slides the catch off his back, and it lands in the snow with a thud. And he turns to you. Here we are. Finally. Back at the 3 coins.
3 coins.
And then you wake up.
I think Caleb will not be able to sleep any longer.
Understandable.
Yep, he'll just hug the pillow and then I don't know, cuddle in the corner or something.
Huh? That's not how that command works.
I believe you failed the command.
I didn't fail it, I just didn't type it.
Can't believe it.
Okay. Riiga, you're awake. Caleb, you're awake. And neither of you can see. This isn't the music I want.
Alisar comes straight in.
What is this? Wake up, everyone.
You've been chosen for a free promotion.
Let me try this again.
Has two Alisar's playing. That's playing right now.
The morning
He
horns.
pays us.
Alisar just comes in and then just
No,
Yeah,
stop. It's too exciting.
We didn't pay for this.
Let me try that again.
One person in each of our rooms playing an instrument.
Let's just go back to this one. Back to the tavern sound.
Actually installed a boombox in the Adobe prosthetic.
Okay. Alright. Caleb and Riiga, you're both awake. You can't see what time it is because there are no windows where you are.
judging by the noise, though.
You do hear some creaking footsteps upstairs, Caleb. It sounds like there's a bit of activity, which indicates it's either daylight or it's approaching daylight. What do you guys do, you two?
Well, I mean, when I wake up, I'm gonna feel like shit anyway, so I don't know if it's fucking day or night, so I'm just gonna step out.
Hmm?
Pretend like it's day at this point.
There's... Oh, I'll open your door, Trey.
Again.
This
Thank you, God.
little window here, that's like a sort of ground level window. You can see by that it's light outside. It's not day, it's like, morning, early morning.
Alright. I'll make my way upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Upstairs. Slowly. To see if I run into anyone.
Caleb, you hear someone is up and walking past.
Caleb doesn't care because he's going to, well, cry in the bed.
Caleb doesn't care. Riiga, it seems like no one's up yet.
Really? Is this guy up?
He's always up.
Alright.
He's sitting. He's like leaning against the door. Like with his head down, like nodding off kind of deal.
Alright, he'll go for himself. I don't feel like sleeping no more after that, so I'm just gonna go upstairs and just be there.
Understandable. One moment, please.
Oh yes, let me remove a carrot because I used it.
Very important to keep track of those carrots.
Yep. Four
Wait,
now.
do
I have four.
you make the prosthesis out of a carrot?
No.
Okay.
Wish I-
He only carved the texture of a carrot into it.
Oh, okay.
If we had made it out of a carrot, we would have been down another party member. That's all I'm saying.
Riiga gives Satsuka a carrot finger. Satsuka closes the door quietly. Okay, coming
That's actually
upstairs.
what happened.
The wife is here, and there's a man who's just like asleep, slumped on the table. It is otherwise quiet. Anyone who wants to be an early riser, you can wake up around this time.
Okay. I will take the opportunity to wake up.
I'll also wake up early.
Mm-hmm. Open your doors for you.
How early is it? Like, as at my estimate, like very early.
Judging by
or-
this little window down here, it's like around sunrise.
Okay. Sorry.
Why are you apologizing? Oh, because you muted.
Okay, I'll take a water and sit by here.
I'm just gonna go
Gotcha.
up and sit in the main dining room while everyone else gets up. I mean, I'll jump on any sort of shenanigans that people try and start, but I have to step away from keyboard for about 10 minutes. I'll be back.
Sure thing. All right.
I'll just do the normal Alma thing of keeping the group sane.
If anyone wants to pay for their meal of the day, you can do 3 coppers for the bare minimum, or like 10 if you want to fill your belly a bit more.
I'll do the 10. I'll
Sure.
do that now too.
All right. Whoever wants to, once you reach the bar, you can do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Medium armor doesn't take that long to put on, right?
Medium armor?
Much.
It's like a minute, I think. I don't remember.
A minute? I know it's 10 minutes heavy. I just can't find it. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Are you? Oh, you don't.
Hmm?
You don't have your heavy on you, do you?
Yeah, I have to go back to the blacksmith.
True. Okay.
It was a busy day, busy day.
All right.
Hey,
You're heading
hey, can I
upstairs.
also wake up? Haha.
Wake up! Illuminati being with sleepyheads.
Gets out of the ground.
Satsuka still recovering from the finger.
Yeah, it took a lot out of her.
Same. Okay.
It's minus 10.
Well, Caleb and Satsuka, let me know when you want to wake up. Otherwise, I will focus over here on the awakened ones. Let's have Aylmar take a seat.
May I peek outside?
Sure.
How does the place?
So the rain has stopped. So the rain has stopped. So it's all sort of like everything smells kind of damp. Looking outside, it's a cloudy day, but it's morning. It's not terribly dreary. You see some just light morning traffic out there. It's not a busy area, so it's not terribly busy.
All right.
Yeah.
I pay for the 10 copper meal.
Sure.
He says, just let you know. Sure.
Thank you.
Hmm. There we go. So, is that guy over there passed out?
Looks like it.
I see. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Lean him against the table a bit.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Alina,
Oh?
I
Hello,
noticed
yes.
something. I noticed something weird.
Yes.
When you were in the sewers,
Hmm?
I saw your back.
You saw my back. You mean like the back of my armor? Or.
Okay, so here's a problem. My notes are very, very scattered. Jim,
Yeah.
do you remember what I saw? Like I noticed something.
Okay. Is it something that I messaged you?
Fuck, maybe. Let me just search up.
Yeah. This is why I send
see,
him in
yes,
messages.
Yes, you're okay. I have it anyway.
Yep.
Maybe it wasn't your back. I don't remember. But I saw a cut on your body. Close.
Perhaps you just imagined it. You know, you were a bit, no offense, loose of mind.
You didn't try to make any. You could. Fuck. You don't have. You don't have to lie. You can just say, "I don't want to talk about it." This makes you
I'm
seem more suspicious.
not lying about anything.
I don't need to do an inside check with it.
Okay.
Listen, you imagine a lot of things. Perhaps you just imagine this. Yes.
This type of rhetoric, again, makes you just seem. It's very obvious.
Hey,
What you try
what
to
is
do.
obvious?
It
What am I
won't
trying to
work.
do? What? What am I trying to do?
Be honest with yourself. What are you trying to do?
I am trying to enjoy a meal, and you are asking me strange questions. How could a cut heal on me like that?
Why are you so excited? Why are you so defensive? You could have just said, "What? Haha." That's how a normal person would react.
Yes. Normal person.
What? Haha.
Oh. Oh, fuck. Well, do you
10 out of
want
10
to
role
talk
play.
about it? What
Sorry,
are you hiding?
I have to calm myself down.
I understand the feeling. This time, thoughts could be getting up.
I do not know what you are talking about. I am not
Hey, can
trying
I
to
do
hide
this check
anything.
now?
Oh.
Just to make sure I'm not insane.
Sure. Alina, roll to me.
Jesus Christ.
Good luck.
I see.
Ruha, the way Alina is responding to you seems uncharacteristic of her.
Yeah, under normal circumstances, she would say, "What's up?"
She seems overly defensive and a little bit nervous.
Okay. Good to know. Oh well, I won't push.
You want to push what?
The obvious reality that you have some sort of power or ability.
What?
Who are you trying to fool? I'm not a child. At least get,
I would
you know,
have this
I'm giving you real
conversation.
feedback here. You know,
Can
like
I-
next time you lie to our opponents,
Could I get some? Could I get some context for this conversation? Because I would have heard it, at least the beginning of it, and I missed that bit of context. So I'm confused about what he's talking about.
Okay. Ruha said that he noticed a wound on Alina's body close when we were down in the sewers, and Alina's responding in a way that makes her seem like she's fine.
A wound that what? Sorry.
A wound that kind of closed by itself, like pretty rapidly, unnaturally, on
Okay.
Alina's body.
Ruha, take it from someone in the same profession. That can happen. Just leave the conversation be. And I'll go back to my breakfast.
Fucking hell. Is he gonna come over? What does he look like he's doing?
He's
He's ordering food.
getting food for himself and someone else.
Oh.
Good morning.
Morning. Fuck, not to us. Jesus. Is he saying that to us?
Yes,
Morning.
you
Holy shit, 19 wisdom.
you all look well, all things considered. Well,
Yes.
would you all mind, once everybody is awake and everything is sorted, coming down for a small talk? Is that alright?
I think that would be wise.
Yes.
Alright, well, I'll just get our friend's food and I'll see you down there.
I am Henrik speeding up.
do have to pick up my armor
Nope.
today as well.
Nope.
Yes, we'll remember to do that. We'll do this meeting first, and then we should go over to Blue Blazes. I imagine the High Palisar will have a lot on his plate with the Vamira, so he probably won't have determined what he wants us to do next for a little while. And then I have my meeting tonight with the Vamir. I can't forget that. Are you okay, Alina? I'm not going to ask any personal questions, I promise, but Ruha was giving you rather a grilling there.
Oh, it is all right. He was just asking strange questions. Yes.
I wanted to apologize for yesterday with the Vermeer. I understand that you and her are from similar areas, so you know much more about each other and each other's culture than I do. I'm sorry, I lost someone important yesterday, so I was acting a little more irrationally than I might otherwise.
I see. Yes, it is all right. Yes.
So I hope sincerely that this doesn't affect anything, and I hope that we might be able to. I know you're really traveling more with us coincidentally than with us as a party, but I hope that we'll be able to travel together for some time. We should go to this meeting Henrik wants us to attend. No sense in delaying.
Right. No sense. No sense at all.
Wake the people below up.
What? In English?
I'll just wake the people below up. Haha.
Satsuka's already up. I just really want you to get out of the room.
No. You can't get out.
Satsuka's been trying to escape.
A knock knock on Caleb's door.
Caleb. Caleb.
People are knocking on your door.
Coming. And
You're coming. Ooh.
What?
Yes, ooh.
I'm killing both of
Hey.
you.
If you want to pay for the meal and stuff, you don't have to go all the way upstairs. You can just pay for it and say you're eating it.
Yeah, Satsuka's gonna get the minimal meal.
Mm-hmm.
How many copies is that?
3.
3. Okay.
Or 10 for the premium.
Wait, what was it?
3.
Oh, I seen what Ruhat said.
I'm just ignoring him.
Okay.
That was not Ruha, that was T. What the fuck, Trey?
Alright. People are, I believe, gathering in Hennick's study.
Still as messy as ever.
Satsuka?
Lena's movements are so insecure.
What do you mean? You're imagining things. You're
Satsuka. Going in the room?
Mhm.
Alright. Well, good morning, everyone. I didn't say it to all of you last night, but I am deeply sorry for how your last endeavor turned out. Do you know how it went with your employer?
Our employer has not yet gotten back to us. I have the sending stone on hand, but the Palisades have taken control of the boat.
Ah, you spoke with them. Very well. So you don't know when you'll be needed next?
That's correct.
I see. Might I make a request to all of you?
Of course.
I would very much like to be in possession of the tome Etherturgy. Now, there's not a terrible amount I can do regarding reimbursement and such, but I hope that wouldn't be so much of an issue as we're on the same side and we share goals. I have reason to believe that when everything turned sour last year and my primary studies were confiscated, I am quite confident that they were sent back to the Carson Institute. I can imagine that Tassian would do everything he can to get his hands on my work, if not to draw from it, then simply to destroy it. But I remain hopeful and perhaps you know the saying, two birds, one stone? I don't know. What do you all think?
What's the second stone?
Oh,
Bird.
the tome, etherturgy,
Or maybe-
and my studies.
The tome,
Two.
the tome is in the possession of the Carlton Institute, is it not?
Well, last time we tried to get it, it didn't really work out, as I recall. So it's probably still there.
Remind me of whereabouts it would be. In the archives, right?
That's right.
Who was its author? These
Its
books are normally
author.
sorted by some sort of system.
Let me check my note. So the archives are divided into two floors. Master Mage Hendarth was the author, who was, of course, exiled. And it should be in the Intangia section, I imagine.
Interesting. And your own personal studies would be either in the archive somewhere, or in the headmaster's office with Tassie.
Oh, my studies have likely been torn apart by now. No, my studies I had on me when I was caught and all that nasty stuff happened. So I'm hoping that if what do we call them, the cult fellows, if they don't have it, then I would imagine that Tassian at the Institute has them.
Interesting. We can certainly try to infiltrate the Institute, but I'm not certain how we do it.
Last time we tried, it did not go too well. I don't
Yes.
think we can do it without any help or any new tricks.
Well, Alina wasn't with us last time, so she's a new face they won't recognize. And I can disguise myself quite easily.
I know there's an entrance in the sewer as well, from when we were last there.
Do you remember exactly where?
I do have a vague memory of where it was.
It might not be a bad idea then to use the sewers to infiltrate them. I would suggest splitting up and trying two approaches, but I feel the force that compels us all in this story resisting that. So maybe we should try the sewers.
There's no rush, mind you. If you'd rather spend today recovering, then it's quite all right. Even if you were to say no, I would understand.
I do have a bit of shopping I'd like to do personally.
It might not be a bad idea to try and do some reconnaissance of the Carson Institute too.
Very well. Well, how about this? I can leave the idea in your hands for now, and if or when it comes time that you decide to embark on this mission, then I can, well, answer any more questions you may have thought of.
Yes. That's a good
We
idea.
have things to do as well. We need to find out about Otrillis, who this person is.
We do need to find out about Atrillis. I have a meeting tonight at the Six Bells that I have to go to alone.
Otrillis is the puppet master, as it were, yes?
Yes. The one who pulls the mare's strings.
I suspect that you may find connections to him in the Institute. From what I saw when I was caught, they are intertwined.
All right. Let me make this proposal then. Today, we do our job. We do the errands we want to run. Satsuka has some shopping she wants to do. Alina has to pick up her armor. I want to do a bit of reconnaissance on the Institute itself. Maybe after the shopping, we can revisit the sewers to see if we can find that passage back into the Institute. But we might move against them today. It might also be worth, in a few hours' time, sending Stoning the High Palisade to see if he has any instructions for us.
Can I add something on? So,
To what I just said, or to the sending stone message?
oh no, the message is that's in your hands. No, I understand that this is asking a lot, but if you see an opportunity to get my brother out of there, only if you see an opportunity, I would ask that you take it.
Yes, I think that might be wise if we can get him out of there too. But only if there's a good opportunity. Nothing that would risk his life.
And I have just one more small request. I'm terribly sorry for piling this all on at once.
That's all right, Henry.
If, by chance, you were to come across a person, living or deceased, who was, to the best of your knowledge, expendable and heavily corrupted, well, that would be very useful for my studies.
A deceased, corrupted person.
Ideally living, but I understand that that's asking, well, feels like I'm asking too much.
I understand why you're asking it, though. We will keep an eye open, Henrik.
Thank you. Only if it's opportune.
What?
Otska's gonna cast Mage Hand and take the notebook she got for Nick and then send it over to him. I forgot to give you this the other day when we were out, but I found this for you.
Oh, he sort of like fumbles a little in the air trying to catch it, but ends up catching it. Quite a nice book. This is for me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you very much. I shall use this and start my new studies in here, yes. Thank you very much.
Do you have a pen,
And
Henrik?
follow my call.
I have other equipment here, yes.
Okay. I'm glad. Oh, the last thing we need to do before we go, gentlemen, and Satsuka. Azan's supplies, who had them?
I'm not sure. I left shortly after we got Azan out to let you know what happened.
Caleb. I'll be right back.
Caleb?
Hello?
You had Azan's equipment, did you not?
Yes, it's still back in my room.
Have you taken any of it yet?
Well, I took 2 good coins, and, well, there's still a lot of stuff there.
I only want a couple of things. I wouldn't, I know he still had the address to Beaumont Manor on him. I'd also like his crystal focus. Just remember him by. But you guys are welcome to the rest of it. I believe someone should pick up that staff of healing. It looks like it could be pretty useful. And Holros's staff was quite fine as well. Since I seem to be the strongest, does anyone mind if I take... Well, I'll ask out of character. Since I generally tend to be like on the back lines and generally the tankiest, do you mind if I take the healing potions as my source of healing for both me, myself and others?
Take your shit, take it.
I think it's better if we distribute those 4 potions among ourselves, and then you have the greater healing potion.
Very well. I believe I have 1 potion of healing left, so you guys can... How about you guys take a potion of healing each then?
That's alright by me.
Regular old potion of healing.
Quick question. We already dispersed the slave den loot, right? The loot we got
already
from the slave
discussed
den.
it. Yes, okay. I didn't get any of that because I was on my little vengeance quest at the time.
Yeah, I was just checking because I still have the slaved in loot slot in my inventory. I just can't remember if I forgot to take it out or not.
All right, I'll take the potion of greater healing. You guys, and does anyone mind if I take the crystal focus? It is just a memento.
No one minds.
Was on mine.
That's fine. Oh,
Does
and
anyone want Almar's old studded leather? If you prefer light armor, it's tougher than leather with no penalties.
No.
I think Caleb has that, but I don't know. Let me see. Hmm. But I've studied leather armor, so the rest can. You guys take it if you want.
I know Alina won't get any use out of it, but Satsuka might. That's what I'm thinking.
I will think on it for a bit. I might do a bit of
Okay.
shopping today anyway.
What heavy, medium, or light?
Huh?
What did you say?
I
He's all
asked-
glitched out.
I asked if Satsuka mainly wore medium or light armor.
Light armor.
Okay.
I'm back.
Hmm.
So, are you guys leaving the inventory in that room until you sort it out?
We did a bit of sorting while you were gone.
Yep. What should I
I
take
took-
off the list?
Everyone except for me took one of the healing potions.
Okay.
I took the greater healing potion.
Hang on. Where's the list? There it is. Okay. So all the healing potions are gone.
Yeah. Caleb's taken the 2 gold coins already.
Hang on, where
I
are the
took
healing potions?
Azan's crystal focus,
Oh, there.
and I took the address to Beaumont Manor.
Okay. The potions, the address, the focus. What else is gone?
The address to 2 gold coins.
He already took 2. Did he take the other 2?
Oh, did you decrease that down
Yep. There was 4.
from 4? In
So
which
there's
case
2
that's
left.
fine.
Okay. Okay. That's the stuff that's left. Alright. What is everyone doing?
Henrik,
Yes.
last time you had access to the tome, either Doji. What were you
Last
able
time?
to gather? Oh fuck! Wait a second. No, I'm misremembering. Okay, didn't 12 and Mavi steal fucking ether Doji or something?
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Mavi and Hinnik, in the time during the forest, had gone out to go and try and get it, and that's when Hinnik got caught.
Let
Okay,
me check me note.
But didn't Olros get caught? What the fuck was that about?
Hang on.
Okay.
I have it written somewhere. My notes are fantastic. I have too many notes. Yeah. I think they did get it. I think. I can't actually see it explicitly. Mentioned, but yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do we do here?
Well,
Bring it
actually, let me check this guy. Yes. I'm gonna say yes, because I can't remember, but my notes seem to suggest that that's what happened.
Okay. Yeah.
12,
They
12
stole
and
it.
or Marvi helped.
And then in the time until they got caught, I guess, Henrik got caught, and his stuff got stolen, he would have had access to it, right?
Yes. Okay. So, you're asking what he learned in that short time.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't have time to get a very in-depth look at it. I like to go through front to back, you see, rather than sort of jumping around. But I am very certain that it will be a useful text. And even though the Institute has that policy where they don't destroy works, I'm honestly surprised that they haven't destroyed this one. I'm not saying it's a dangerous book, of course. I just mean that it rather brings to light a lot of questions regarding what we know about the nature of ether and such.
Henrik,
Yes?
will your studies help turn the tide?
Turn the tide. My focus, my hope, is that my studies will lead me, or at least whoever follows me, to find a cure for, well, ether corruption. And in doing so, perhaps greatly improve our understanding of Intangia.
Demonic alchemy has been forbidden for years for a reason. But it would be nice to see a cure for corruption. It's a not uncommon affliction.
Well, the law, though always well-meaning, is not necessarily the right thing to do all the time. We have already surpassed that point.
Well, if
You
it's
know,
gonna
usually
heal
this.
corruption,
Sorry.
that's the only thing I'm here for. The only thing I was here for. It just doesn't seem like we're progressing.
I need that book back. And if I had someone to study, all the better. Someone who is quite progressed, mind you. The likes of Satsuka or Marvi, it's too light. No, I need to see a profound case.
Something closer to your brother, or a little less so?
Around that, yes.
So if we were to put corruption on a numeric scale, someone like at least a 4. if your brother was a 6.
If we were to put it down to some arbitrary scale, at least a 3 or a 4, yes.
All right. Or essentially could it be something like 1?
I would imagine so, yes. I don't see it around her eyes, that's usually the indicator.
Let's hope that you standardize some terms about how strong the afflictions are.
Have you ever heard of the 4th wall, Henrik?
Out of what?
Never mind.
There are 4 around
Eba.
us right now, yes.
Eba humor, I'm afraid. Eba humor.
What about the 7th one?
1, 2, 3, 4. On some sort of pentagonal room?
That would be septagonal.
Oh, excuse me.
All right, we should get moving. Generally, in situations like this, some arbitrary person shows up joining our group.
But seriously, how will we do this? We can't afford to lose again.
Ruha.
We keep losing people.
Ruha, be calm.
We have to just
Our
stay
information
together.
stays the same. The loss of individual people doesn't really matter.
What?
We provided the overall goal and the overall motivations are good and stay the same. Losing one of us isn't going to affect it. I miss Azan. I miss Edward. I wish both of them were still with us. But we can't ignore the fact that for their sacrifices and for their deaths, we are, gosh darn it, people coming in, messing with my role-playing. I'm back.
Nice.
Oh no.
Saren
All
comes
we
in.
on-
Brrr.
All we on Elmar, Satsuka had
I was going to say, we have to keep moving forward to something that's going to be better for everybody. And that's what we're doing. The Casting Institute will be difficult to break into again, but that's what today is all about. Not about marching up to the gates and attacking, but about scouting out and thinking about the best way to go through with this.
Yes, please don't rush. There is no pressure behind this. Take your time.
Satsuka has something she wants to ask Henrik before we leave.
Yeah?
Henrik, in your time in Kastarson, would you happen to notice any shops in town that get Tamanian imports?
Dominion imports. Well, the biggest imports are, off my head, probably things like silk, but what kind of imports?
Like clothes and weapons from Tamania.
Clothes and weapons. Let me think. I think any upper-class clothier would have silk available. Not cheap, mind you. It's rather a valuable fabric, I suppose. Unless you're talking about the style of Tamania, but no.
Yes, that's more of what I'm looking for.
I'm not sure. Tamania is a large place. I'm afraid I haven't really had much interest in clothing. I'm not sure about that. Weapons, I'm afraid my passion for weapons is even less. I would suggest perhaps some sort of collector, perhaps? Not sure. I think the general place to look for exotic goods would be to see if anyone in the bazaar is visiting.
Alright, I'll look there. Thank you, Henrik.
Right, all right. Well, if that was all, I think you all have a lot to do today.
Yes. Let's leave. Doors are closed. Knocky knocky.
You're not going
No.
anywhere.
Knock
There you go.
knock. Okay.
All right. What's the party doing?
How did Sirach look during the conversation?
Bored.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't understand 98% of the words being spoken. He was eating. He was eating the food that Henrik
That's
got.
quite a lie.
He understood hello.
He understood hello. He understood Henrik.
Ew.
He understood friend. He
He
understood...
understood hello too in you.
Forgive me for asking, Henrik, but do you speak Remdorian?
Oh, was that a Henrik?
That was to Henrik. I asked if he spoke Remdorian.
Let me check his... I'm afraid not. My interest lies more in what's required for my studies. I'm rather good at Old Vastin, I've been told.
I'll turn and speak to Sirach. And I'll speak in Remdorian.
Okay.
How are you feeling today?
Have you spoken to him in Rendorian before?
He's heard me speak the language before, but this is the first time I've spoken to him in it.
Okay. He's sort of having a bit of his breakfast as you guys talk. He's kind of tuned you all out. I am bored. How long do I have to be down here?
I'm not sure. Would you like me to bring you anything?
Bring me real food.
And what is real food for you? Something from home?
Real food is... Let me check. I don't know whether you didn't smoke.
Based on Ruha's dream quest, wolves.
Give me baked rice.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
I'll smile and then I'll move out with the rest of the party.
Alright. Everybody heading upstairs?
You just smiled at me. So I raised him.
Okay. You guys going out into the city? What are you doing?
Get the fuck out of here.
Go would probably ask if they could stop by the bazaar first.
Well, we
Okay.
can certainly stop by the bazaar first.
Eh? That's so far.
Would you like to go to Blue Blazes first to pick up your armor, Alina? It's a little closer.
Okay, how about this? Let's go to the map.
Oh, by the way, Trey, I just want to talk to the lady at the bar.
Oh,
Real quick.
okay. We don't need to go back. What do you want to say?
Yep. I'm gonna say. Do I know her name? Fuck.
Do I know her
Shit.
name? That's a better question.
I guess I don't. I don't know. Anyway, who cares? Oh, hey. I wanted to let you know that Azan has passed.
Wait. Why would you say that? Never mind.
Too late.
Can I veto this as Alma, because I'd be in the bar at the same time?
Nope.
All right.
Which is down.
Oh, just a friend.
Which one?
This is giving a lot of time to Ilmar. But anyway.
Whoa. I mean, at the moment, he's discussing where to go in the city with the others.
Oh shit. Okay. The one that had the purple hair.
The one that gave us that coin?
Yes.
Oh. Oh no. Is it safe? Are we in danger?
No, you are not. We do everything possible to not attract attention. Yeah.
All right. Look, I'll speak with Arndoth. Don't worry about payment for the rooms for a few days, please.
Thank you. And I'll step outside.
Okay.
All right.
So,
We have to go to Blue Blazes and we have to go to the bazaar today. We should also do some scouting of the Castle Institute. And remember, I have my meeting tonight at the Six Bells.
I'm fine with going to the Blue Blazes first if Alina would prefer that.
You'd like to get your armor back as soon as possible, right, Alina?
Would, but I could just head there on my own.
Well, I thought it might be a good idea because I could look for Tamanian shops along the way. Just
Well,
in
why
case
don't
I
you-
stumble on something.
Why don't you two go together and we will go to... Look, I'll be honest, out of character, I've sort of gotten traumatized about splitting the party. Because every time we've done it, for a major amount of time, someone's died.
yeah. So, I accidentally ordered my food early instead of scheduling it because I'm stupid. So, I'm happy to fast forward or like quick roleplay, like the first things you guys want to do today, and we can end a little earlier. So, if half want to go to the Blue Blazes and half want to go to the bazaar, then we can do that in like real quick.
Dude, yes.
Okay.
I guess I'll go to the bazaar then.
And I guess I'm heading to Blue Blazes. Yes, it'll be fine.
Okay. So, Caleb, which group are you going? Are you going with Alina or the rest? Caleb. Caleb is going with Satsuka by default.
Alright.
Okay. Are you guys taking a normal citizen pace?
So, which direction are people going with? So, Caleb and Satsuka are going with...
Everyone's
Alina.
going together except for Alina.
I'll go with Alina just because I don't want to leave anyone alone.
Sure. Okay. Alina and Aylmar are going to the Blue Blazes. Everyone else is going to the
Fuck,
bazaar.
I'm the tiebreaker. I don't have a natural place to swoop into. Oh god. I have to pick.
Ruha,
Yeah,
come
you're
with us.
coming with us. Ruha, you're coming
No,
with
I
us.
need you to come with us.
If you're not coming with us, we'll just tie you up and leave you with Fennec.
Let's go into the bazaar.
Okay. And you're all heading there normally?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just Neural. That's how fast we are today. Wow, look at that.
Whoa.
Oh my god, that would have normally taken about 12 minutes.
Incidentally, 3 Vermeer attacks happened and Caleb's not dead.
I just rolled to make sure that nothing major happened. Okay. Alina and Aylmar, you're at the Blue Blazes. Do you want to do anything other than pick up your armor?
Oh, no. I'll keep the breastplate. I won't try to sell it or anything.
I would like to inquire about the longsword and the scimitar with Sebastian. Is that his name?
Sebastian?
No, it's not Sebastian.
Does he look like a Sebastian? Oh, my name's Sebastian.
Good one. Trying to look for there it is. You're talking about Barnaby. No, that's not Barnaby. What the fuck is Barnaby? Wrong. Where is he?
That's a drunk guy.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong. Zachary. Zachary.
Zachary and
Zachary.
Sebastian.
Does he look like a Zachary?
In real life, and they're siblings.
You wanna ask Zachary about what?
Ra'at and scimitar and longswords, if they're anything special.
Okay. Art and scimitar and longsword. Alina, you can take your stuff back.
And then I probably switch into it there. Hopefully I have the time while he's questioning about these swords.
Ra'atan's scimitar is a +1 scimitar. The longsword appears to be a regular one. They are both Eternus style.
Yeah. Nothing +1 or anything about them. They're just Eternus.
Oh, the scimitar. The scimitar is +1.
The scimitars are +1 scimitars.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And the longsword just ordinary?
Yep.
Okay.
Correctamundo. And
I'll have to
we'll
get something from my
say
inventory.
we'll say like a silver just to identify those.
Yeah, I'll pay that.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to do at the Blue Blazes? Blues? No.
I don't have anything else I'd like to.
Okay. Where do you want to head after the Blue Blazes?
We should rendezvous with the others. They were heading towards the bazaar.
Okay. So it's only half an hour to walk here, and it's probably like an hour to the bazaar. So can have you guys
Switched into the plate armor during the.
You can do it before you leave the Blue Blazes.
Yeah.
Well, you can do it
yeah,
once
I was
being
getting
appraised, identified.
stuff
Yes, yes.
Was checked out. Yeah.
Yep. And this is for your walk, which goes uneventfully. Okay. Bazaarinos. Riha, Caleb, Sotska, what are you guys looking for?
Satsuka is looking for Tamanian clothing and mask. And she has
Mask?
to see if she could get Ruha to help.
Okay. You can make a perception check with advantage.
18.
Oh, I forgot to say, but hopefully you guys did it. You get a long rest.
Oh, I gotta go adjust my spells.
Yep. Long rest stuff.
Everyone gets a long rest.
Everyone gets a long rest. I forgot to say it. I was distracted by
Ooh.
dreams. Apologies.
Damn it. Not those dreams.
Yes, those dreams. An 18?
Mhm.
So, one of the more temporary stalls of the bazaar, it seems to have some exotic masks. To you, they look like borderline authentic. Other Benevins might think they're legit, but to you, it's a little bit hit or miss. But they don't look like complete knockoffs.
So I'll be more specific about
Yes.
what Sauce is looking for. So she's looking for basically the Riigan equivalent of like Japanese masks of demons, like Oni mask.
So like a Korogoro mask, basically.
Yeah.
Let's try your luck. Roll a d100 for me.
$42.
42. There is they're sort of like they're like theater or like play quality masks. There is a blue Korogoro mask and a red one.
So let's go, we'll get the blue one.
All right. The blue mask. He's selling it for $26 coppers.
Alright, so let's go buy it.
Okay. You can add
And
that
this...
to your inventory.
Oh. Okay, I need the spelling for that real quick.
Korogoro? Korogoro. Korogoro.
Okay.
Pretty much how it sounds, just all O's.
Okay.
Korogoro. Korogoro.
And does this shop also have any Tumanian clothing? Or was
No,
it just a mask?
it's like a stall, like a cart, a transportable one, and it's got like just sort of fanciful exotic items in it. Nothing really useful, just like souvenirs.
Alright.
Alright, any other shopping?
No.
Caleb?
Nothing comes to mind right now.
Alright. Well, then, time passes, and the group reunites at the bazaar. You guys are about an hour and a half into your day, so it's like mid-morning. Aside from anything to do with the Institute, is there anything else you guys want to get out of the way quickly?
I would like to go and have a quick scout of the Rook. We haven't been there in a long time, but it was part of Merida's operation, so I'd like to have a look at it, see if we can deem it safe again.
Sure. That is something that we can do next time.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Well, if that's all the easy tasks.
Spend the rest of this session at a pub getting smashed, in honor of the great Master Dostoevsky.
Drinking at this hour.
And the revolution is never going to be.
Drinking at 10 a.m. We have a couple of options. I'm going to eat my food before it gets cold. We can either end the session here, or we can just have you guys just roleplay amongst yourselves for the next half hour, and I'll just kind of watch. It's up to you guys.
Eat and watch.
That's very voyeuristic, but
Yeah,
This whole
there was one
thing's
thing.
voyeuristic. Yes?
I suppose so. I'm okay with
There-
ending here if other people are.
Satsuko was probably going to say this while she was looking at the Master Ruha, but she's going to say there's a saying from back home that in order to hunt demons, you have to take on the appearance of a greater demon.
Don't
she's
tell
getting
Ruha
nervous.
anything about greater demons.
Oh, no.
Elmar, shush, you're not here.
That rolls off the tongue better in Tamanian, I would think.
Guys, say it in Tamanian then. Go
Go on, Ruha.
おい、お前はもう死んでる。
デーモンが、グレータデーモンが、私は
You realize I didn't say
デーモン
demon.
が What was it? What was it? What was it?
Korogoro.
I feel like I was part of a race crime just now.
In order to defeat the great demon,
Alright, we're ending
you
here.
have to take a appearance of a greater demon.
This is the end of the session. I'm just going to have
I
a
don't think we can get any lower than this.
quick look on Twitch. See who's
Just
watching.
rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
There's a few people. Hello, viewers who are watching. I don't know how you made it this far, but well done. We're ending a little earlier today. Hopefully we'll be back next week, and we
See you
can
next week.
see what they do with the Rook and with the Institute and what else we're gonna do today. So that's it.
I like it.
Follow,
everyone.
follow me. I'm just gonna mute everyone. I can mute T. Can't hear you now. Follow me. Give me money. Bye bye.